everybody, welcome to the Black Sheep Props channel. I'm Steve and I'm here to teach you the tips, tools, techniques, and materials for building your very own super cool EVA foam props. Now in our last episode, making an EVA foam medieval crossbow part 1, you saw us knock out the body of the crossbow. Super easy. We shaped it, rounded the edges, put the metal plates on the side, used our wood burner to make the detail look like there's a metal cap on the end. We did our wood wedges, we did our metal brackets to look like they're bent around the wood wedges. Piece of cake. This was all easy. And this episode is going to be easy too. In this episode, making an EVA foam medieval crossbow part 2. Bam! We're going to knock the whole rest of this thing out. We're not going to have any trouble with any of it. Everything is nice and smooth on here. Going to be easy. You'll be able to knock this out of the park for sure. That's it. Short and sweet. If you're ready to hit it, let's make something. All right, we cut this little square piece for the base for our 2 hooks that are going to be used to hold the arrow back. So we're going to separate these. And we'll cut the next one. This is going to sit right in the middle, like this. Line it up on the edge, just like that. Okay, it's bonded. Nice. Now we're going to come in and do that for the second one. We're going to come in just with a little bit of super glue on here. There it is. And we're going to line up the edge. All right, there we go. Nice. There's our hooks. Sweet. Okay, now here's the little pieces we transferred over onto our foam. Probably, this is kind of chunky, maybe 6mm, maybe even 8. And it's going to be little, what looks like little locking mechanisms that are going to go in here. So, just like that. Super easy. Just like that. Alright, there we go. Now we got our 2 pieces with our round edges and our pieces without round edges. Okay, we're going to heat seal all these. There we go. We're going to bring it in. Put it right there. Hold it down till it bonds, which it did. We're just going to come in and do each piece. All right, there we go. Check that out. Get some super glue down there in between them, and we'll hold it together while it bonds, just like that. They're all stuck together. Now we're going to build those 4 pieces again on this side. All right, there we go. We got both sets of locking teeth on the side of our crossbow. Okay, we took our little EVA foam dowel and we cut 2 1/2-inch long pieces, and we're going to stick these on the side of our crossbow. All right, we're going to get a little super glue on the end. Hold it while it bonds. All right, there we go. Look at that. we transferred this piece and 2 of this piece over to our foam. This is going to be the part that sticks out of the front of the crossbow. So we're going to come in all right, there we go. All right, now what we're going to do is this. We're going to come in with our brass tube. Now we need to bend these, heat up the end of it. We're going to take our brass tube and we're going to bend it around just like that. We just want a 90-degree corner. So we're going to hold it there for a minute while it cools off. Same thing, we're going to wrap it around just like that, and we're going to hold it till it cools off. All right, there we go. Now we're going to come in with contact cement, just like that. All right, now we're going to wait till these 2 dry. Now we're going to come in, we're going to, all right, there we go. Nice, now we're going to do the same thing on this side. Nice, there's both arms on the front end of the crossbow. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to roll our piece around our brass tube just to get it to curl on the end. All right, see that curve? Now we're going to do the same thing. All right, there we go. We've got our curved ends, just enough for what we have to do next. Now we're going to take this piece and we're going to heat curve it as well. All right, now we're going to roll this up like that till it cools off because we want it to have a curve in it. All right, there we go. There's our curved piece. Now we're going to get some super glue on there. And we're going to hold this on here till it bonds. Hold it while it bonds, just like. Nice. All right, now we transferred our template over for the metal arms on our bow. All right, there they go. Okay, now we've got our little raised pieces that are going to go on the ends of our bow. Hold it down till it bonds. All right, there we go. All right, that's the way the end of the bow looks. Look at that, that's cool. And then this little gap right here is where the line is going to tie around. Now we're going to do the same thing to this side. All right, there we go. There's both ends. We're going to let these 2 dry. Okay, we're ready to go. What we're also going to do is we're going to put some super glue right here on this front edge because our contact cement is ready to stick, and we want to also have this super glue stick to this part of the arm in front of it. So we're going to come in here, we're going to wedge this in. Our contact cement has now attached, and we're going to pinch these 2 together where we put the super glue, so it's going to be double strong. It's attached to the body right in here with the contact cement, and now these two are attached by the super glue. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. Stick our contact cement together and our super glue. All right, there we go. The arms are connected. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pulling these in like this so that it looks like the bow is cocked back. So what we're going to use is we're going to use this neoprene tubing, and we're going to use neoprene tubing, and we're going to use super glue. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, we're going to put a little bit of super glue right in that little spot there in the middle, and we're going to come in and we're going to hold the neoprene tubing there till it bonds. All right, there we go, it bonded. Now we're going to put a little bit more right here on the side so that we can wrap it around the side like that. We're going to hold it down while it bonds. We're going to put some more down on this side. Squeeze it down till it bonds. All right, there, it's bonded. Cut both of them through just like that. Put some super glue right on the cord. Squeeze the cord together. All right, there it goes. We've done that on this side, and we've done that on the other side. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with a wood dowel, and we're going to use the wood dowel, and we're going to attach this cord right here where we cut it off to our wood dowel, and the same on this side. That way, it looks like a line being pulled tight. Super glue on the end of those cords, and we're going to put our wood dowel right there like that until it bonds. All right, there we go. All right, here's the mark right here. This is going to come in and attach just like this. So we're going to cut this on the bandsaw real quick. Right on the end. We're going to hold it for a minute. Okay, there we go. That's how it works. Put some super glue down right here. Hold it down just like that while it bonds. Now the reason we didn't use neoprene tubing for this part is because you can't pull it super tight because it stretches, so it would have kind of sagged and it wouldn't have looked right. So we used it for the end because we want it to look like it's looped around, but we had to go for faking it with a wood dowel so it looks like the line's pulled real tight. All right. Crazy! That is a crossbow, my friends. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to begin wrapping foam around here. So we're going to start with a dab of super glue, and we're just going to continue wrapping around just like that. So it's going to look like it's bound up with some cord. Put more super glue, pull it tight, let it bond. All right, look at that. That is cool. That looks like it's got some sort of a twine wrapped around it. Looks kind of legit. Look at that. Got a little bit of rubber glove on there. Not to get that off. That's how nasty super glue is. You got to be careful. But you saw us do something similar to this when we did the Viking axe, where we wrapped the handle in leather. This looks like thin leather. Okay, now we've finished wrapping this piece. Now we're going to do a little showbiz here. We're going to put a little tiny piece of foam
right here on the side of this piece. We're going to hold it there while it bonds. Okay, check that out. It looks like it's leather cord that's been tied. All right, so we're going to use this neoprene tube to fake like it's an arrow. So we're going to, and we drew our line down the front. So we're going to do this the same way we've done super gluing neoprene down for wires before. Start it and hold it while it bonds. And we're going to just follow the line, the Sharpie line. We're going to lay it down straight. All right, there we go. Neoprene tubing stuck down to look like the body of an arrow. Sweet. Last piece is an arrowhead. Okay, now we're going to make an arrowhead. And this is going to be very simple. Saw through so we can get a nice clean cut. Okay, now here we go. This is 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch all the way around. So what we're going to do is we mark our center spot and we're going to cut on an angle just like this. We're going to come in, we're going to like that. Now we're going to spin this around and we're going to line up from where we just cut at the center to this corner now. And there's a perfect triangle. Now we roll this over, roughly find our middle, which is right there, and we want to go to this corner, like that. Now we're going to go from this point to this corner. Bam! There's a 4-sided arrowhead if I've ever seen one. Get a little bit on the end of the... Alright, now we're going to smooth that out. And we're going to center this just like that. We're going to hold it while it bonds. There is a painful looking arrowhead. Simple, but pretty wide. Once that thing pops through your arm, the only way you're getting it out is by pushing it out the other side. All right, here are some various thicknesses and sizes of little circle pieces that we're going to put on the 2 metal side plates to the crossbow. We're going to heat seal these. Now we'll do this side. All right, there we go. All right, this is the very last piece. I believe this is the trigger that goes on the bottom of the handle. So what we did was we transferred it over to foam. We used our X-Acto knife and we popped it out super quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Dremel. We're going to round the edges off, heat seal it, and attach it. Smooth round edges. Now you know the drill. Heat seal. Oh yeah. Ooh. There we go. Heat sealed. Nice and smooth. Just enough rounded corners to have it look legit. And we're going to hold it down till it bonds. All right, now we're going to put a little super glue right there where the other piece of the handle is going to touch. Do the same thing. We're going to hold it down while it bonds. Get the squeeze out off of there. All right, check that out. There we go, just like that.
All right, that was it. Wow, super cool. Everything went down perfectly, just as planned. No difficulties, no issues. Easy build, totally easy build. We finished all the details with the metal bow end, with the cord, with the twine, with the hooks, with the locking teeth on the side of the bracket. The whole metal piece on the front. We detailed out the arrow. We did our 4-pointed arrow like we've done before in some other builds. Everything worked out great. So that concludes making an EVA foam medieval crossbow part 2. Hope you liked it. If you did, give us a like, share us with a friend, and subscribe to this channel. And together we're going to go step by step through a lot more super cool builds so that you get the props you deserve. Thanks for coming. See you next time.